So doing the sewer camera inspection, we usually run a faucet down here, but this is why we need to make sure that the sink doesn't leak before we go up there and start running the sewer camera. We've got water dripping out of this sink. So instead of running water in that guy, toilet's not working very good. It's not flushing. It stinks. So I'm just going to turn on the bathtub, get a little water flowing. And it's a little bit unusual today because we don't have any cleanouts in the front, or at least I can't find them. I had this all tore up a few minutes ago. I'm trying to find cleanouts, and you can see the neighbor's got a clean out right by the sidewalk. It's that little black cap right there. But I don't see anything up front. A lot of that dirt was soft packed, so it's probably been recently moved around or covered up. But we're looking for a black cap like that out front, and I can't find one, so we're going up on the roof. Right next to the edge. Perfect.
You hear the water running through that one.
Yeah. I got the bathtub on right now.
That's the master bath right there.
Yeah, but
I think that's the hall bath right there.
that's a bigger tube though, isn't it?
Bigger than.
I might be able to get the whole thing in one shot from back here. Maybe. Oh yeah, it is. Don't see that very often.
Bring the loss.
Yeah. Old is the house?
20?
So this is probably...
It's at the end of the block, yeah.
Sewer camera inspection at 4. We had a hard time finding the cleanouts in the front of the house, so we are using a main plumbing cleanout back here above the primary bathroom. I'm going to try and get access to the complete drain line. ABS pipes. Looking at a 20-year-old house, so 20-year-old pipes. It's been lived in a little bit. I've got the water running in the hall bathroom, so we should run into that water here in a little bit. There we go. That's our water running in from the hall bathtub there. And let's follow this water out to the street. So I'm getting about 65 feet right now. Looks like we're at another drain connection in the line. So many turns in the pipe that I can't get any farther at 66 feet. So I'm going to pull the camera out now and see if we can't get access down to the city line somewhere else. Keep our eye on this pipe as we pull it back, looking for any damage. That's where your drain line for the hallway bathroom meets up. Definitely some scale built up on the top of the pipe there that could be cleaned out with some hydrojet maintenance. So now we go back to the vertical. This is the vertical vent stack. Pipes look good other than some debris in the line. We need to get a company to come in and clean those pipes out. So that didn't work quite as well as I wanted it to, so now we get to try and find those cleanouts again. Because I don't have any way of getting into the rest of the plumbing system without finding them. I only got like 70 feet out.
Oh, clean out?
No.
Really?
I got like to the front of the house, but then I couldn't push the cord anymore. Sucks. Shh. Stamped this twice, huh? That's weird. Oh, shit. Looky there. Been missing that for the last 20 minutes. That little cap. That's what we're looking for. So let's go dig that out. Found it. Crazy, huh? Oh my god. Okay. Probably another one in here too. Just don't know what direction it is yet. The other way.
I had that one the other day. They were side by side, like this way instead of one to the house. I was like, weird.
Oh really? Yeah, you're probably right. Well, I'll just get the camera down there.
Yeah, then you gotta figure out where it goes.
Yeah. Interesting. Maybe it's a T clean out. Doubtful, but maybe. Was it wide open?
No, I flashed my flashlight. I saw it was sweeping this way.
Okay. That's a weird spot to put those. Awesome. Thank you. Nice. Got my water back on. No, I'm gonna flip it on right now. Okay, let's try round 2. Okay, so now we're at the two main plumbing cleanouts that we found on the front of the property, right next to the sidewalk. I've got the water running in the bathtub. I'm going to run this out to the street, continue going the direction we were at before. You can see some of the mud and debris that are at the bottom of this cleanout. Because it's so low, anytime this cap opens up, you're going to have rocks and dirt going down. It wasn't even screwed in when we got here today. It just fell right off the top of the pipe. So definitely want to raise these cleanouts so that doesn't happen again and you don't get all that rock and junk down into the drain system. So we're going out to the street right now through ABS pipe, looking for any bends or breaks in the line, excessive debris. This is where it drops off into the city. Until the pipe's kind of going at a downward angle there. Then when we get in the white PVC, that means we're at the city line. So the pipes look good on the way out to the street. So now let's just pull this camera back and go backwards into the system and see if we can find anything that direction. Couple rocks in the line. A few flushes of the toilet would probably wash some of that down. Oh. So now we're going back into the house, underneath the front of the home, back in, and look at all those rocks. That's because your cleanout caps are way too low. I'm actually going to go turn the water off to get a better view of this pipe. You can hear the rocks moving around down there. I flushed the toilet. That'll help get some of that stuff moving. There we go. Here's your kitchen drain. And we're angled back to the back bathrooms here. Now we've already inspected this one from the roof on down. We're just going to take a peek a little bit farther. The camera head's getting kind of tight there at 60 feet, but we've already been down this line from the roof, and the lines look good. They just look like they have some debris built up in them. Some scale and whatnot on the side of the pipe that can be cleaned out. Just regular maintenance. I'll make sure all those connections are good. Don't have any offset pipes. And now we're back to the cleanouts where we've got a lot of this rock down at the bottom of the cleanout. You can see how it's building up right there. Bunch of stones. It's going to cause problems if it doesn't get flushed down. And that's your reason why right there, is because the cleanouts are below the sidewalk. So if anything opens those caps up, that the rock and the dirt is just going to go right down into the drain system and cause a blockage. So I recommend raising these up 6 inches or so. I know it's a little unsightly next to the sidewalk, but it's for your drain system's benefit. If you have any questions about the inspection, please get a hold of me, Dan Pierce, or your home inspector, Brian Lang. Be happy to help you. Thanks for using BPG Inspections. So on the front of the house here where your cleanouts are located right next to this sidewalk. I mean, right next to the sidewalk. So you've got roof runoff here, you're gonna get some water coming down. These sidewalks are notorious for getting settlement, because we'll get excessive water here and then the sidewalk will settle down a little bit. What I worry about is settlement around those cleanouts over time. If this sidewalk tends to settle down, those pipes are going to get depressed, and then you're going to get a belly in the pipe where the pipe goes down like that. So we really want to watch this area. Wouldn't be a bad idea to put some rain gutters up here, maybe even install a trench drain here, so if this gets a lot of water in it, the water can run out, and then lift these plumbing caps up. I know you're going to be able to see them, so that kind of sucks. You can get some fake rocks or something to put over the top of them, but you want them above grade, not below grade like they are in the picture. That's too low.